Welcome to my channel called Zuzanareacts, where I learn all about India with your help and I share my European Slovak point of view. And in today's video, we're going to look at a German commentator, ambassador, talking about Jaishankar's success. So, with further ado, let's dive right into the video.
Have you met Dr. Jaishankar?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Many occasions, yeah.
Many occasions.
Yeah.
So you have a fair understanding of who he is and how he is as a person.
Yeah.
The Indian internet, especially the audiences that consume geopolitical content, are huge fanboys and fangirls.
I would count myself in this fan group.
Why do you say that?
Because he's a very smart man.
Oh, I mean, I adore him. I think I've shared his sentiment before. He is really impressive politician.
Very smart. You see, he's a diplomat, a very seasoned diplomat. He has been in many diplomatic postings. And I myself, when I served in Washington, D.C., I met him there as the Indian ambassador to Washington.
What?
But now he has a political side to it. So he has both the diplomatic experience and the skills, and he's also a politician. And that's a very good combination for foreign policy. And let me tell you, I think the way he words and expresses Indian foreign policy is masterful.
Wow. I mean, it's so nice to, I presume, let me know what you think, as a, Indian, to hear that there is a German ambassador talking about your foreign minister in language of masterful. I think it must feel pretty great, no?
Because he's a very good communicator, as many Indians are, and he's very funny and witty. He can be very sort of eloquent and extreme.
He really is, and that is particularly what I like him. I think he's just very on point when it comes to things.
He plays with words, and at the same time, he's sharp as a razor. I mean, he's really good. It's a pleasure to converse with him. Pleasure to converse with him. I think India can be proud of this foreign minister.
Yeah.
That is how I also feel. I think I've shared the sentiment in my previous video. I think he's exceptional. I think you guys have a lot to be proud of. I wish someone in Slovakia was as good as he is.
You said that he's got both diplomat skills as well as political skills. I'd actually like for you to break that down a little bit, because not too many people in India, honestly, at least in Mumbai, which is like an extremely capitalistic city, not too many people I know have even tried becoming diplomats. I won't say the same for, say, Delhi or another part of India, but what do diplomat skills entail versus what do political skills entail?
So I think, what's the skills of a diplomat? I think the diplomat should be able to communicate with everybody on the planet, basically, whether you are in Papua New Guinea or in Alaska or in Sweden or in Malawi. You should really be able to find a way of conversation. And then a second thing that a diplomat should know is, how to defend the interests of your country so that your counterpart or your counterpart in the country understands what you want.
And it's interesting that he's mentioning that, because I've the few videos I've seen of Jaishankar defending his country, I thought that exactly is what he's talking about. And he has been pretty much on point. Let me know if you agree.
So how to make, let's say, our requirements, our requests, our ideas palpable for the other. So it's an intercultural communication skill that diplomats must have. You have to see how others will react, how to make your points in a way that the others understand them and take them up.
Okay.
Sometimes it's very difficult. For example, let's say we have extremely complicated relations with Russia right now, for obvious reasons. How do you get through to the Russian side, which is basically very hostile when it comes to Germany right now, for obvious reasons? But
I love how he's saying for obvious reasons. It's hilarious.
This is diplomatic skills. So how do you maneuver yourself in a communication-wise to your counterpart, in making him understand what you want from him? That's diplomatic skill. A politician, on the other side, needs to take decisions. Decisions must be taken. He will clearly decide on how foreign policy will be shaped, or which priorities in foreign policy are there. I mean, this is not only the foreign minister, it's the prime minister to start with, but the foreign minister has a big word to say in this. So what Dr. Jaishankar, I think, has is both. He knows how to communicate and he knows how to take political decisions. And that's why he's, I think, a very successful foreign minister.
As a diplomat, you're constantly getting inputs from your
Capital.
country's government.
Clearly.
And you have to do certain things when it comes to the diplomats of other nations.
Yes.
In terms of if your government wants to talk to their government, the work actually happens through the diplomats.
Yeah.
So the main skill is communication skills.
Exactly.
And some form of writing, I'm assuming.
Yeah. And you write back then to capital. I mean, you write long reports saying that the Indian side looks at this problem in such and such way.
Gotcha.
So basically you receive and you write back home.
Okay.
And then you receive from home, they say instructions, go to the Indians, ask them to build up a partnership on green and sustainable development together with us, and then you go to them.
Okay. So Dr. Jaishankar spent decades as a diplomat, and then he switched into becoming a politician because he possibly figured that, when I stay abroad, this is how people perceive my country. He learned certain things there, and now he's applying it to help the Modi government with governance, especially when it comes to foreign policy.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'll let you break him down a little bit more. Have you ever chilled with him?
I think chilling in your way, I would say no. But what we did was, when you sit, we had my foreign minister came, we had a lunch with him. And when you sit over lunch, then it can become very funny also,
Really?
He tells a couple of stories, which I'm not at liberty to share with you.
No problem.
But he has a huge experience and he can then be very, very insightful and funny at a time. So it is very interesting.
Yeah, and I think that's a quality that he's picking up. I feel like from my observation of Jaishankar over the couple of videos that I watched, that is pretty on point.
Entertaining and enlightening to sit with him at a dinner time.
I feel like Jaishankar speaks the truth that people may not want to hear, but he still says it, and it still is fine, I guess, acceptable. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
So I think Dr. Jaishankar is a very, very well respected foreign minister worldwide. I think he has a household name, Dr. Jaishankar.
Wow.
His name comes up in the next PM conversation sometimes, Like he's one of the dark horses.
Is that so? Yeah.
I'd say he's a dark horse for it. I don't know if he himself wants...
Interesting. Would you be considering Jaishankar to be Prime Minister in India? Let me know your thoughts below. Like, how do you see it?
To do that.
Well, let me tell you, as a diplomat, if you want to be something, rather not talk about it. The moment you throw your hat and say, I'm here, and the risk is that you become burnt or that they kick you out very early. So you have to be very, very careful on how to. So I haven't heard about that. That's for me the first time I hear, but I'm not surprised that he doesn't speak about it.
So if you enjoyed this,
interesting, very interesting. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. You take care. Bye.